We're all waiting to hear his decision. If he decides not to run, we know what we're going to get with the Biden administration, right? We know what we've gotten so far. If he decides not to run and it's opened up and there's a primary, you have Democrats that have a tendency to be a little more liberal and more left-leaning and introduce things around Medicare for all, if you remember with Bernie or with Elizabeth Warren in the past. And so, I think for an investor, it's the headline risk, right? I mean, even if we go back and we look at what happened with the Affordable Care Act, not nearly as bad as people had anticipated. But again, that's once we get to the details, the headlines are generally what cause managed care to trade off. So until we know the public policy of how that individual's thinking, it's hard to make a determination. And as you know, investors sell first and ask questions later.
I think what she's saying there is that even the talk of a public option during the debate over the Affordable Care Act, and even the talk of Medicare for all during the Democratic primaries is bad for investors.
Thank God that we don't have to deal with that threat with Joe Biden.
But how brittle is that industry where even just some discussion of a possibility is enough to get investors like spooked out, like, oh my God, this is a crisis. Like, it's not even, the policy hasn't even come through yet.
Right.
Under the Affordable Care Act, it wasn't even close to coming through because yes, Obama promised it, but then quickly backtracked when corporate Democrats put up a fight. And but anyway, it shows how scared people who make money off of death and illness get when there's talk of making the system somewhat equitable, and that's enough to leave them very scared.
The prospect of saving lives is scary indeed.
Yes. Yes, but I love how cheery she is about it, and how optimistic she is that Joe Biden will pull through. And again, she can rest assured that even if in the off chance Medicare for all ever passed Congress, Joe Biden's guaranteed he would veto it. That's that he's on record saying that. So
the good news is healthcare will be denied to people.
Yes.